Hello, Sue here again from Sue's Dolbrodmaeth garden today, and it's the 2nd of December and it's nearly coming up to 11:30 in the morning, obviously, not at night. That'd be a bit weird. Anyway, it's a really sunny day today and I've just come out literally and I'm sitting having a cup of coffee in the polytunnel, and yeah, it's beautiful. The weather's beautiful today after all the horrible weather that we've had recently. And cold. It's really lovely in the polytunnel today, really warm. I'll show you all my seedlings, they're all coming on really well. When I finished the video the other day, I don't know if you saw that or any of it, I was doing outside, doing the bed, recovering it and everything like that. I haven't really done much else since then because yesterday I think it was really cold and I didn't really fancy coming out, and it was raining. It was horrible yesterday. The day before, I think the day before that, oh god, we're on Thursday already. I think the first day I came out was Monday. I haven't really come out since then because the weather has been not very nice and I just haven't felt like it, to tell you the truth. I've become a hermit indoors. So today I've decided to come out because it's absolutely stunningly beautiful. And I think my partner's going to come out at lunchtime and we're going to do a bit more of the car park because we haven't done that either. Have you seen my hair? It's gone really wild. So yeah, so I'm just gonna what I really need to do are the seeds that I said I was going to do. I need to sow some seeds. I need to show you the seedlings on my table. They've got huge. Even through this horrible cold spell that we've had inside the polytunnel, it's been fine. I'm just looking around, the geraniums in here are fine. I did bring the other geraniums in. I'm not going to keep repeating myself because I notice I keep doing that. I keep cutting out my videos with keep talking about the same thing over and over and over again. Anyway, I've actually taken my hat off today so far. These geraniums here in this tub still are flowering. I can't believe it. They're really pretty still and everything looks great in here. So today I'm gonna I can see all the birds flying outside past the polytunnel. Today is the seeds. I'm going to do them first while I'm in the polytunnel. Yeah, so, and then I was watching a guy called Green Side Up. I don't know if you've seen his channel. He's a really experienced gardener, really, and he sows all year round. And he was sowing, I was watching a video that he done yesterday, this morning I was watching it, and he done like, he does it in like the mushroom trays. I've got a few of those, and he lines them with black polythene, like from a compost bag, and then he actually just sows that and makes loads of microgreens for like January, February to fill in the hunger gap. So I'm going to do that with some of the old seeds. He uses all his old seeds because he's buying new seeds for next year, because he buys new seeds every year to make sure that his seeds are nice and fresh. I'm hoping to try and let a few of the plants seed so I can collect seeds just in case we get a seed shortage, which I think might be on the cards soon, next year maybe. So I think we need to all start saving our seeds if we possibly can, from heritage plants and stuff like that, if we possibly can. The F1 hybrid plants, I don't think you can take seeds from them. They don't come true or something anyway. So I'm going to try and get heritage seeds, and then I'm just looking, someone's sending a message. Yeah, I'm going to try and start growing more heritage plants and then collect the seeds. So that's what I'm going to do. I really need to order some seeds, so I might do a video about the seeds I got to order, because I haven't got any squash seeds yet for next year. So I want to order some squash and pumpkin seeds. We are going to go and get some pumpkins from someone locally to here, who sowed over 1,000 pumpkins because they thought there was going to be a food shortage this year, but I think the food shortage might come next year. But they got like 1,000 pumpkins they grew, and so they've got quite a few spare ones. So we're going to go up there and go and get some different kinds of pumpkins, and I'm going to save the seeds from them, and they'll probably come true. So I'll sow them seeds. So whatever seeds they use, I'm going to sow some of them. I will ask and say if I keep the seeds, will they come true to the plant? Anyway, so enough waffling. I need to actually get on with something. I've just seen to the animals. I didn't even let Anu out yesterday because the weather was so bad that I knew he wouldn't come out. He didn't come out yesterday at all. Anu, my sheep, he didn't like it, so he just stayed in the stable all day with the chickens. But I've left the chicken door open today, so I've got to nip round there and make sure that the pheasants aren't all in there eating all their food. That's the only problem at this time of year. They are trying to sort of capture the pheasants in their pheasant cage where they put food in, to take them back up to the place where they breed them up the road here, because they are a bit of a nuisance after a while. It's all right having a few, but sometimes there can be so many, and I'm thinking if I start doing my allotment garden over the other side. Anyway, enough waffling. I really need to get on today, so I really want to do the seeds, so I'll let you see me doing that if you want. You don't have to watch, I don't mind. I'm doing it for my own reference, as I keep saying. These videos are for my own reference. I love watching back over them, especially like from 2 months ago, and it's amazing how much the garden's changed in a couple of months. We're still harvesting. I harvested the other day. I harvested some young tender leaves from all these salads and stuff I've got growing in here. The spinach, the perpetual spinach, is still growing in here. We've got parsley and stuff like that still growing in here. I've still got all the beet tops which I put in salads, so I'm still using the ones that I've got in here, that I've had in here for yonks. All these celeries that I've still got at the front here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pots of celery that I use for the tops to put in the salads. What else do we have? Yeah, there's mint. So I harvested some more mint, because what I'm doing with the mint, I'm just keep cutting it, and it keeps growing at the moment. It's really growing, and I keep cutting it. I'm taking cuttings off it. I've made more mint plants. The rocket's really growing now, and I'm just going to keep sowing things. Even if they slow right down, they will pick up again. On the table, the things that I've got, all the seeds that I've done, I'm really happy with them. They're still going, and I still haven't taken the pea shoots in that I said I was going to, but they seem to be all right, so I will take those in, and we'll eat those in the salad. And I think there's little beetles or something else that eats the leaves anyway. I don't know. There seems to be a lot of predators that like eating brassica leaves. That's all I can say. They seem to really like them. Anyway, so we'll get on and we'll do the seeds on the table. Okay, that's 10 minutes I've been talking about nothing. Anyway, here we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and get some compost from outside and bring it in. I just hit my head here with the stupid USB thing that's hanging up there, and it flicked off and hit me here just across my eye. It really hurt, that did. So I hope it doesn't cause my eye to swell up or something stupid like that. I'm always having stupid accidents with my face and hurting it. It's ridiculous. Anyway, never mind. Anyway, I just want to sort of just show you. So I've cleared my area here, and I've got all my seeds here. So I've got my seed trays here. I just noticed I've got one of these here, 2 of these, so these are what you put these in. Yeah, I'm using one over there that I've actually put seeds in. I might see if I've got some more. Let's see if I've got some more of these. They're just to hold these, because otherwise these are hard to sort of hold. But at least we've got 2 to be going on with, so we'll start with those. And then we're going to go outside. Look at these. I just want to show you these tulips and what's happening. This is what's happening. They're starting to shoot, look, doing this. They're all doing it. So I've really got to get these out of these bags. I better keep my label on, as I won't remember. Look at them, aren't they stunning? So I better sort these out today. And the crocuses, look at these. Well, the crocuses are getting really shooting now. I really need to get them out. That's my priority today, no matter what. I've got to get these bulbs sorted, some of them anyway. I won't be able to do them all today, I doubt. Things always happen and get in the way, but at least we can start. Anyway, I'll just go and get a bag of compost and we'll have a go. Hi there, sorry about that. I just knocked the camera off of the stand. Anyway, I'm just gonna, I can see my head and knock my head off. I keep looking in the wrong end. I swear that's the camera, I think. Anyway, I should have dried my gloves yesterday. I left them in the polytunnel and they're still all wet. So normally what I do is I take them indoors and just put them on top of the boiler, and then for the next day they're nice and dry. Otherwise, if I leave them out, they're all wet, so, and they make your hands cold really quick. So note to self, don't forget to take your gloves in. Anyway, I've got a little knife here and I brought the bag of compost. So this compost that I'm using is a multi-purpose compost from Dolbrodmaeth. Yeah, anyway, we bought it up the garden centre, up the road. So we'll see what this is like. This is a different one to the one we had before. Oh, now I can't tip it out. Oh, oh. Oh, that's heavy. Oh. So I bought this mainly, oh it's really dry, to do seeds for the moment, because I still haven't got enough of my own compost yet. I should have enough by next year to do my own and not have to buy anymore. Oh. What I do, I spill it all over the ground. That's not good. What I do for a minute. Oh, I mustn't spill it on the ground because it's got stones all over the ground. Right, let's have a look at it. So it's alright. It's compost. Looks alright to me. It's quite flaky. Like making pastry. Breadcrumbs. There. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to just, I'm going to take the gloves off to do the seeds. I can't do it with gloves on. I don't know if you can do seeds with gloves on, but I definitely cannot. So I'm going to take one of these little cell trays. And we're only doing a few of each seeds. God. So these are new ones I just bought. I wanted to buy the sturdy ones, but at the moment I think I can just buy these because the sturdy ones are quite expensive. I know they last for years, but they're quite big as well, and I only want little trays at the moment. But I think I will buy some of them before they run out. I'm not going to buy them anymore. So we'll just fill these up with some compost. Oh, I don't think my water's turned on up here. I think we turned it off at the main switch because of the frost the other day. So I might have to go and switch the water back on. You must remember to turn it off again. And that's the thing, if you've got a pipe, you know, like a water pipe, you must remember to turn it off when it frosts because your pipe might burst. Now, that wouldn't be very good. My pipe is right over the other side near the stables, and then it's joined to that all the way up to here where the polytunnel is, and my tap is outside the polytunnel, and I've got my irrigation system for the summer. But at the moment we don't need that much water, but we still need some water because the polytunnel can get quite dry. So you still need to water it now and then, not too much. But what I do is I just go around the beds and feel the soil and see if it's damp. And then I think the last time I watered it was 2 weeks ago. But the ones on the table, sometimes some of them might need a water. So I just use the watering can. So we've put our seeds in. Now we need to put it in the tray because it becomes very floppy. And these things aren't very strong. So we put all our seeds in, so we don't really care about the holes. I know where they are roughly, so that's that. So what we do, we just push them down a little bit with our thumb. Oh, that one needs a bit more compost. And just push it down a bit. This is how I do all my seeds. Oh, that needs a bit more compost. I won't be a minute, my partner's here again. So I had to go and help my partner, and we done some car park clearing for the last hour or so. It's really heavy work because he has to dig it with a not an axe, a pickaxe, and then we have to pick up all the sort of grass and mud and everything, throw it in a trolley, then push it round, and then we're making a bank by the river because our bank is eroding where the river is, so we're actually throwing it there at the side, so it's actually making a new bank for us. So that's what we're doing, so at least it's not going to waste. We're actually making a new bank with the waste that we're getting from the car park, which is just grass and stones, but at least we're doing something with it. Anyway, so I've come back in the polytunnel now, and we're gonna get on. So I have some coffee here, but in my coffee I have put an extra little ingredient to keep me warm. What do you think it is? Well, actually it's a bit of Pendrin whiskey, just a tiny little bit, to make me feel a bit Christmassy actually, and to keep me warm basically. So I feel quite warm at the moment, obviously, because I've just been outside doing all that stuff, and now we're back in here. So we've done the first row of seeds, so I've done 3 rows of Red Baron onions. Okay, so we've done 3 rows of Red Baron onions, and stupid me, not thinking really, I cut the packet like lengthways. I should have cut it at the top, so now I've got to go and get some sellotape to seal it up again. That was stupid, wasn't it? But never mind. So the next packet of seeds, I'll make sure I cut them at the top. So the next packet of seeds are these onions, the shallots Zebrune, which is Zebrune. So we're going to sow a few of those next. So let's just do that. So that's our next lot of 3. So we're going to sow, I think, 2 lots of 3 and 1 lot of 2 in here. Just get this packet open. Oh, these are bigger. Whoa! Let me drop the seeds. So I'm just throwing a few in each module, and then I'll thin them out when they grow. So I want these as the actual onions, these lots, not just the tops. I want to eat these as actual onions. So I'm doing all my onions from seeds and not sets, because this year I've done my onions from sets, and I couldn't tell the difference between the ones that I've done from seeds and the ones I've done from sets. So I obviously didn't leave the ones that are done from sets in long enough, I think. But this year I'm just going to do them from seed, same year, the other end of the year, instead, because I just think it saves money actually. It doesn't cost as much to buy a set of onions seed packet as it does an onion set, if you know what I mean. They're quite expensive. So I'm just going to do them from seed, and if I do them now, that gives them long enough to next year to actually form onions. But I will be sowing more. This is just my first lot of sowings of onions. I will be sowing them again, probably in February. I'll sow some more, or I might sow some next month as well. So I've got like different levels of onions, a bit like the radishes. I've got different levels of radishes, like different ages of them. Shallots. So these are shallots. Shallot, the broom. You can see me. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go through this table and move some of this stuff over to the other side so that I can put my new seedlings that I've just done over here, because I don't need all this stuff over here. So I've got all these tiny little baby plants. Oh wow, look at this. Look at that. Can you see? Wait, here, this end. Can you see that? See on here, this is a geranium, and look at all these little tiny green shoots that are coming up. That's amazing. So I just need to take out these tiny little weeds, which I know are definitely weeds, and we don't want them growing in there taking up the nutrients that the little geranium is going to need when it starts growing again next year. But look at that. And what I could do with these, I think I might have thrown them away. Oh, I don't know. Is put like plastic over the top to protect these tiny little new shoots. Let's do it this end. This is where the back. Ooh. So here, look. See? Ah, amazing. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that. Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, we got the same on this one. Tiny little new shoots. So what we need to do really is cover these up with some fleece. Oh, I do have that other sort of fleecy stuff in the garage. I might cover them up. Look. See that? Huh. Oh, they're very young and tender. It should be alright in the polytunnel though. So we're just going to go through each one, taking out the little weeds. I'm just throwing the weeds on the bed, they die off anyway. There we are. And this little busy Lizzie's alright. Still alive. There you go. Make sure we got all the weeds out. This little pansy looks like it died back a little bit, so we're just, it might not live, this little pansy, but we'll give it a fighting chance. And we'll go through these. This might be a bit boring. I want to speed this bit up. There. I might just clip that with my finger because I can see a shoot further down. See that? Shoot there. So this is a pansy. So we can even try and see if we can get them to come back. Oh, and our little house leeks. Yeah, we're going to move all these to the other table. That's the baby house leek that I took off the mama plant. There's the mama. Yeah, they've all got weeds in because it's all from my own compost. But it doesn't matter. They seem to like it. I've done seeds in my own compost, so I'm quite happy with that. Right. And my watercress is still thriving, so we're going to leave that here And we're going to move all these. So here we go. Move these to the other side. I might just clip that pansy because it's got a bit of manky leaves. And we don't really want to cause any infection or anything. The geraniums from outside, I did notice that some of them had a bit of frostbite on them. Yeah, they did. I'll show you. So these are the geraniums I took from my middle bed where my fruit's growing, and if you look at some of these leaves you can see that they've got a bit of frostbite on them. So it's just as well I picked them up when I did. So I've got to put these on today as well, so I'll leave them over this end because I really must do that after I've done the seeds and before I do the bulbs. These foxgloves we can put over the other side. We don't need these here. They'd be perfectly fine. I'll be putting those out soon anyway. Find them all over the ground. Yeah, so they're all right. They're doing well. Oh, I don't know. Weed growing in this one. And really healthy, these foxgloves. They were just tiny little plants I took out of the garden. Just want to grow them on a bit before I plant them back out again. Right, we'll put these over there. Need to move these house leeks. They don't need to be here. In fact, I should put them, I was going to put them in that tub thing there with some bulbs. See, I've got these heathers, I've got 3 of these. I need to put them in a pot or something. So, I'll move these because we don't need them on there. Right. So these are our Savoy cabbage in here. So they're still alright. I haven't got any weeds in. I think that was different compost. So they're my Savoy cabbage. I did plant some of these in the polytunnel in the beds, and I think they got ate by slugs. I think only one survived, which I can see just there, but the rest got ate by slugs in the polytunnel. So I'm going to wait until these are quite big before I put them out. I'll check there's no slugs on the bottom. And these are all our flowers. Oh, those mints can go over there. We don't need them there. And in here we have our turnips and stuff. Our turnips, our radish and our salad. And I need to weed this a little bit. And in here we have our peas, or pea shoots. Do that. I was going to put some more peas in there. might start some more peas. I'll have to do that tomorrow. I think I've nearly had enough being outside today, to tell you the truth. Because that job working outside, moving all that rubbish, was really, really hard work. And I haven't sat down yet, I haven't had a rest, because normally what I do is once I've gone outside and done that, I usually go indoors and have a rest. But at the moment I'll just come straight out and doing this now. And I think my body's not liking the idea. So I might have to go indoors soon. You have to listen to your body. When it tells you to stop, you have to stop. So I might have to stop. Even though this is quite an easy job, it's not exactly hard. Is it? Take that mess out and just keep that one for the seeds. And then we'll just quickly do this and tidy this up. Actually, what I'll do, I've got this green bags. I'm just going to drape it over the little geraniums I've just cut down with their new shoots. Just so they don't get frosted. And I'll do it now so I don't forget. So, in here is the Savoy cabbage. That doesn't look like it's doing much. Clear this up. Get a little sweet. And the onions are doing alright. So we've got onions in here. Let's just try and weed it a little bit. And you can see which ones are onions. Because they're the long, tall things. So my mission is to just keep sowing things every month. That's what I'm planning on doing, little and often. So that if one thing doesn't work, we've got another backup. It's just like we've got a load of food, basically. Right. That's it. Right, so that's nice and tidy now. So now when we do our new seeds, we can put them straight on this table. Anyway, I'll get back to you in a minute. I'm just going to finish up go and get some water and water those seedlings in, and then we'll see what other seeds we're going to do today. Okay, right, so I'm back over this side. So I've just I'll show you in a minute, but I've just put the tray over there with the seeds that I've just done, and I managed to find some water in the watering can that must have rained in there. So that saved me going to get some, because at the moment the tap is off, and now that means I've got to go somewhere else to go and get a can of water. Right, so what we're going to do now, so we've done them 3 lots of seeds, so I need to take them back indoors, and we're going to do another tray of seeds. Right, let's get this out. These are so flimsy. Right, so we've got this one now that we can use. So we're going to put it straight in there this time before we put the compost in. Yeah, because this compost is really dry, so we're going to have to keep an eye on this for a few days. So I need to go and shut my chickens' door up. I'll have to go and do that in a minute, because I opened it so they could get some air, but they still didn't come out. They still don't come out, even though I've left the door open so they could come out if they wanted to, because it's such a nice day today. I thought they might want to come out, but they don't seem to want to come out. So I better go and shut them up in a minute, give them a bit more food as well. I've noticed they eat a lot more at this time of year. It's because they're not coming out to scrap about and stuff. They're staying inside the stable. So I've got to make sure they've got enough food, because we do have a lot of them now. I think we've got 20 chickens, 21 chickens or something like that. So we have to make sure they get fed. So I have to come and bring them. And the trouble is, when I leave the door open, any pheasants will go in there and eat all their food, which is why I usually keep the bottom door shut and the top door open, so they get air in there and sunlight, but the birds don't go in there then. But they have loads of little sparrows and robins that visit them all the time anyway. But I can hear the crows, so I might need to go and shut up the door. And I'll go and put Tweetles away, because I've got my little chicken that lives on her own out at the minute at the front of the house, or the back of the house, the river side of the house. So I'll have to go and sort her out. Anyway, that's enough chatting about that. Let's get on with some seeds. So we're going to do the broccoli this time. So we're going to do this broccoli, which is a raw 60-day broccoli, which someone recommended, so I'm going to do them. Make sure we open the packet the right end. And we'll do 3 rows of these. And we could use these for just the shoots, because that's what the person recommended. I haven't got very big heads. So we're growing all these as sort of like microgreens. So we can put them in salads or maybe steam them. And we're sowing quite a lot of the seeds in each module, so it's quite thick. And then what we could do is just thin a few out and put them in as, you know, individual plants. You hear the wood pigeon? I can see all the birds flying backwards and forwards to the food, because the food hangers are there and the birds are flying backwards and forwards. You hear the crows. Usually the crows tell you that the kites are around, and usually the kites are around because there's roadkill on the road, which is usually pheasants. So, and they all have their alarm calls, because the crows will shoo away the kites. So this is 60-day. Oh, we just write broccoli. Oh, this pen. I've got to get some more of these pens. So this is broccoli. Rab. day. So we've done three rows, and the date is the 2nd of the 12th. And I usually put the label in at the end of the row, so I know that there's 3 rows from that side, if you know what I mean. So that's that. Next one, we're going to do the cow. We've got a different cow here. We've got this sympathetic cow. It's really pretty, this one. This one I wanted to actually grow as well, and the black one I'm going to use in my borders, not borders, in my sort of, you know, my established bed over the other side, but I haven't finished clearing yet. And I want to put in some of these cow plants in there, because I'm going to try and just grow some of the big cow and broccoli and stuff like that in with the plants next year. And why not? Especially these big plants. And I'm not very fond of cow, but I just thought it might make a... Everybody else grows it, so I thought I might try and grow some. I might just do 2 cow. There we are, that's enough. Plenty more. Oh, we've got a little label here. We've got a label on this packet. Little label on that one. I've still got to do a thing because I don't think I can get that glue stuff off. Yes. No, I can't. It's got some glue where it's stuck to the packet. Oh. Right, I'm just going to finish doing this tray. And then I think I better go and sort the chickens out. So this is cow. And this is, what's this one called? Sympathetic. Right. So we've got 2 rows of those. Right, so let's put 2 labels in there. Right, one more thing. They're flowers. We've got normal veg we can just put in for a minute. I think these are flowers. These are flowers. I wanted to sow some more veg. Just for a minute. Oh, I've got some seeds there, haven't I? I haven't opened them yet. Put these in my pocket because they're annoying me. These are the ones that I've got. I showed you these before in another video. I just might take some of these peas out of here and pop them in the pots over there, actually. There's some beans. I might start growing some beans. Runner beans. Shall we put some of them in? Let's do that. So some runner beans on these last 2 things, and we'll put some peas over there. So there's the peas, and these are, which ones are which? Oh dear, they look like runner beans and they look like French beans. Oh look, you've got to guess which one. Oh no, look, this has got a label on. That's a bean. That's French, isn't it? Yeah. So these are the runner beans. So I'll start some of these off, yeah? And try and overwinter them in the polytunnel. Don't know if this is a good idea, but we're doing it. Right, we're only going to sow 1 row. So what I've done on the side, I don't know if you can see that, there's a white bit, and so I've laid them like that into the soil, pushed them in, because I think this is where the shoot comes out. So I'm only going to sow 1 row. So that is 5 of these beans. I'm just going to do that. And then with the peas, I'm just going to put them in the pot over there. Now we cover these up. And if these grow, we can plant these ones in the polytunnel instead of having broad beans, because I don't like broad beans. I've still got the ones that I grew this year in the freezer. That's how much I don't like them. So these are a runner bean, Scarlet Emperor. Okay, and that's that. And then over there we're just going to put the peas in. So I'll go and do that now. And put the peas in here. Just pop them in quick. All the peas. In with the peas that I've already sowed. They're a different variety of pea, but it won't matter. That's that done. What else do we need to do? So we've still got 2 rows. Let's see what else is in this packet that we could sow, maybe. Oh, we got some cauliflower. We could try some more cauliflower, or we could try... these are more sort of springtime. We won't do any of them. There's some carrots in here. Maybe we should try and grow some different carrots. Or cauliflower. I like cauliflower. I haven't successfully grown any yet. Still waiting to see if I can grow any. I did start growing it in the polytunnel, but then it got wet. Yeah, note to self not to put it underneath the table. Right, so what we got? Radish and lettuce. We've got, what's here? Carrot and beetroot. And in here is cauliflower and something else. Spring onions. Right, we want the cauliflower. Weird packets. I might cut it off of there. This one's the cauliflower. Don't get many by the looks of it. We do get a lot of seeds in this packet. Like different varieties of seeds. Right. I don't want to lose any of these. And these weird plastic thing. They're sort of static. Great. Oh God. Looks like we might be using all these. Really silly packets. Plastic, but the seeds stick to it. Anyway, never mind, I've done it now. So I'll put them back in there. Well, just as well I had these out here, isn't it? We'll take these back indoors now because we don't want any little creatures coming in here nibbling at them. Well, I'll just put them in there now. I can't get them out. Put these back first. I'm going to put these away with my other seeds. Right. Cover them up. Right, that's it. Just make sure they're all covered up. I don't think I've covered up any of them. Oh, I might have done, but I can't remember now. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, oh, I forgot what they were. Cauliflowers. Don't know what variety. I think they're all year round, the same as I've already got. So we'll just put cauliflower. So that's it. I think we're done for today. The rest are all flowers, so I'll leave them for another day. They're not important at the minute. What is important is for us to put our food seeds in, because I feel like we need to do that now. I really do. I feel like we have to grow our own food. I think it's really important if we can, because the way things are changing, and I think that we have to do it. Well, I feel impelled to do it, so yeah. So So it's above everything else at the moment, above flowers, above everything. Growing food is the most important thing. So we've grown a lot more food. So we've got our broccoli, our kale, runner beans and some cauliflower, and all the stuff we put over there. And I think we've done a really good job today, and I think I'm just going to say goodbye to you now. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you did, please give me a like and a thumbs up, and thank you for watching. Please tell your friends and family about my channel, and I hope I can give you some kind of knowledge. I'm a brand new novice gardener, by the way. This is my first real year of gardening in my polytunnel and outside. I've never done gardening here before. All I've done here is keep my beds tidy, because I was running a bed and breakfast business here. But last year we built this polytunnel, and we've been doing the beds outside, and now we're growing stuff, and we want to grow our own food because we think it's really important, and that's basically it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm growing our own food, and I feel like I'm achieving something every day when I come out and do something. I feel like I'm achieving something, and just to watch your own things grow, even if you've just got a little patch of garden or a window box or anything, just try growing something. It really makes you feel good to watch things from tiny minute seed to massive plants. Sometimes it's just amazing. It amazes me. Nature is so wonderful, and the way that we're trying to alter nature and stuff is just weird. I just find the whole world has gone bonkers myself at the moment. I think we've all gone mental, and I feel like the whole world is mad. I really do. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon in the next video. Bye.